Hello, this is Esther at Stampin' Star Creations with the Global Stampin' Video Hop. This month's theme is about layers, so I'm going to give you layers today using this gorgeous cute little elephant from Elephant Parade stamp set. And I'm just going to stamp him in black, not worrying about that shadow that I've got from the stamp because I'm going to die cut him. And then stamping this lovely little envelope shape. I just wanted the envelope, and that's from Full of Love stamp set. And so I'm going to stamp that on and fussy cut the envelope out and use my dies to cut out the elephant. See, it took away that shadowing effect from the stamp. And then I'm just going to use some blends. I wanted a slightly aged vintage look to the envelope, and so I'm just using some of those skin tone colours from our blends, and I'm just going to show you what numbers they are, the 800 and the 900. And then I'm using the light petal pink to go over the whole envelope to colour that in. The elephant has got the basic grey treatment. I've gone in with the dark, and then I'm just going to colour the whole thing in the light. And there we go. So using the flower part of the image, and I'm going to do this quite a bit throughout the card, I just wanted to break up the stark whiteness on this square piece of paper. So this is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 inches. I'm just coming in with my blending brushes to add a bit of colour. And this is just going to create a background for the elephant to sit on the front of the card. Grabbing out just a post-it note to give myself a torn mask, and I'm going to create a hill shape for him to be able to walk across it. And already that's lifted that basic white paper and given it a nice background. I thought the back still looked a bit bare, so I'm just going to come in with another blending brush to fill in the gap. So this cardstock, it was already folded, and so I was just following whatever measurement that was, and it was 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, so just enough to mount that piece. Cutting myself a piece of Granny Apple Green Designer Series paper. I think it was 3 inches. I totally missed the measurement then. I think it was 2 inches, sorry, 2 by 2 inch squared piece of Granny Apple Green. Then marking the middle and folding the 2 sides in, and then you lift that bottom piece parallel to the 2 folds you've just done. I'm just bringing my ruler in to give me a guideline there, and just crease that. And then you just want to tuck in that pointy fold in the middle to create your envelope. So I'm just going to tuck that over like so. This gets glued together, and you can make a little envelope. Then I'm cutting down a piece of Granny Apple Green. Now I kind of know what I want to do in my layers, but I just wasn't sure of the measurements at the time. So you see me chopping and changing. So the green ends up to be 3 inches by 3.5 inches. I liked the way that the petal pink folded in and tucked in a bit better. I'm now cutting myself a little mini card to fit into my mini envelope that I created, and just measuring up, just eyeball it, whatever fits in the envelope, and got a little mini card to work with a bit later on. So coming back with more paper, another white layer, and this is going to go on the green piece. So this is 1/8 of an inch smaller, so it's 2 7/8 by 3 3/8. And I'm just coming in again with my stamp. Do you know what? This took about 4 or 5 attempts. For whatever reason, things kept smudging, and I did trim down my stamp in the end because I kept getting smudges and halos, which we were trying to avoid. So just covering up my boo-boos with these little tiny flowers that are in that same stamp set, the Full of Love stamp set. And then I've gone in with the sentiment, first of all, you're amazing. And that was from Hello Beautiful. And I'm coming in now with the base card, which again, I've changed it, and I decided to cut it down to 5 by 5, and I cut 2 inches off, so I'm left with that 3 inch flap at the front. So just trying to figure out if I've done it right. I wanted kind of like a flip flap flop kind of motion with 3 lots of cards, like concertina really. So again, I'm using just the flowers part of the stamp to create some interest on the front and some detail. I wasn't sure whether to add more cards, but I just thought I want to avoid too many more layers. And it's quite nice to have that grey showing. So I'm just going to work on that mini card. I know I'm chopping and changing all over the place, but it was like one of those work in progress, work it out as you make it type projects. So coming in with my blending brushes, and I'm just going to stamp the word thank you across here, again from the Hello Beautiful stamp set. So this card is going to go to my son's breakfast club to say thank you, because he won't be going anymore after he finishes school. So I wanted a nice card, and I thought I'd team it up with my global stamping challenge as well. So here we go. That layer is going to go in there. So that was the 2 7/8 by 3 3/8 piece. Then I'm going to have the envelope in there. So that layer opens, you see that message, that layer opens, and then you see the envelope in there. I'm just doing some little pencil marks so that I know that where I need to stick my green piece of card. It doesn't matter too much actually, because I just got a bit of a glue bogey there, sorry. It doesn't actually matter because we're going to end up gluing that white piece on top, but just for now I wanted it set into place. So I'm going to hold that green piece down and bring the grey piece on top of it. Just move that glue out of the way. And then we're going to bring back that white piece to go on top, or the insert. And then sticking down the envelope and then propping in the card. I put the card that way around because I wanted it really obvious that there was a card in there. So decorating a piece now for the insert of the grey, and using the same techniques of blending and stamping the flowers. And again, just chopping off 1/8. So that was 4 7/8 by 4 7/8. This middle bit just looked really bare, so I braved it, and I thought I'm going to just stamp straight on it, see what happens. Thankfully it came out, and I'm just going around with some blender pens to just make some bits stand out. And here's the final piece. I love it. I think it's really cute, and I love all the little elements to it. I hope you enjoyed today's project. Do give me a thumbs up and comment below. Let me know what you thought. Don't forget to follow the links below to find out what everyone else has done under the theme of layers. Do subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I'd love for you to be a subscriber. Just coming back in here to do the very finishing touches of the card, just adding a bit of blends. There we go. Take care and God bless, and hopefully I'll catch you next time at Stampin' Star Creations. Bye for now.